The No BS Way to Self-Publish Your First Nonfiction Book in Under a Year, Part 2. Why am I holding the camera like this? Well, we're going to do it vlog style. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the noise in the background. You can hear my kiddos. So on the weekends, my husband and I like to take turns sleeping in until about 9. We recharge, rest, and the kids kind of entertain themselves, and it's absolutely great. I'm gonna try and do about an hour of work on my book today, if possible, after I get some coffee in me. Let's do it. So this is actually my very first vlog on YouTube, so to speak. And so I'm gonna try and take you through my day because I found that I didn't know how I wanted to explain how I work on my book because I don't have a good schedule. Some people are really dedicated and they're an hour a day, or even at night, they go and they have 8 to 10 and they work on it. I can't live like that. It is very dependent on my mood. I don't know if any other creatives are like this, but for me, working on my book, I have to be in the right mood and I have to kind of mentally prepare. So today is a Saturday and I am spending the whole day off and on, obviously, spending time with my family, doing other things. I have a name order to do, filming. I had to film a try-on and just some other things that I want to film for my social media content. But the main thing, my main goal for today is any time I have that's extra, because I told my husband this is a work day. He's taking the kids to the park right now, and I am going to focus on my book and I'm going to try and get a few more themes done. So what I end up doing is I also don't wait till the last minute. Part of me is I don't ever procrastinate, and that's not true. I do. The last night before my next percentage of the book will be due, I will be hustling. There's no way I won't be doing the last few themes. So the way we broke it up, for a book like mine that's very straightforward, I have to think, I have to choose the names, I have to find the origins and the meanings, and sometimes pronunciation. But for the way I'm doing it, it's a lot of searching for names, choosing, and compiling data for my book, okay? So remember, this is a nonfiction book. So what my business manager, best friend, did for me is she said, you are going to do a percentage each month. So we looked at how many months I had until I wanted to go to my editors, because remember, I'm trying for an October release date. So I have to go to formatting and editors in July. July 1st, I have to be done with this book. So that means that 25% has to be done in March. By the end of April, I have to be done with 50% of the book. End of May, 75%, and end of June, 100% of the book. On top of all of the name content, I always like to do a chapter where I talk about kind of something personal or just give some information about names. And I haven't decided what I want to do for that. So I'm waiting for inspiration to hit. I often find that when I force my ideas, I don't end up liking them, and it will come to me. But at this point, I can't tell you what those that beginning chapter is going to look like. But I also have to get that done by the end of June. And I think so far I'm on track. So I finished the end of March with my 25%, and Laura was very happy and I was very proud. It's so good, you guys, to have someone who's accountable. So even if you don't have a business manager best friend who can check in on you all the time and say, I know you can get it done. So even if you just have, it's a mom or a friend or your partner, whoever it is that checks in with you and says, did you get that percentage done? Literally ask them, say, I need you to call me on April 1st and make sure that I'm done with my March goals, right? Or whatever the month is, because it's so important to have accountability. That is my number one tip. If you want to finish your book on a specific schedule, you have to have accountability. You have to have someone who's checking in with you, because it's so easy when it's just for ourselves to not do it and for it to take 2 to 3 times longer. I want to get this book done in a year, right? Less than a year. I'm not just stringing this along forever. I have other projects I already want to do too, right? So you want to have that accountability. And then the second thing is plan ahead for when you're going to write. So that's what I was saying earlier. I have to plan ahead. I have to get into my head that Saturday I am going to be spending the day writing. Shut up, get out of town. I am gorgeous. I am obsessed. I look amazing. And this is why we don't care what number is on the tag of clothing. This is an 18. I probably wouldn't normally try on this size. I'm usually a 14 these days. It's giving gorgeous. It's giving even pale girl has a tan. I don't know. It's so cute. I think it's actually a real dress, not a cover up. But yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Jackie. This was so much fun. So here's the reality of being a working mom and trying to work on a weekend. My kids are taking a bath, a couple of them. My husband is with them, but it's loud. You can hear them. And I'm trying to post something on Instagram while continuing to work on my book today. I feel like I have not made the progress that I want. Truthfully, I've only finished one full theme. That's choosing 20 names and then 20 origins and meanings. So it's still decent, but like I've been doing other things. And I just need to get focused. So let's get focused. I love that you can see both of my floral backdrops there. I gotta put my phone away. I keep scrolling. Like I have to go put it away. Okay guys, I am done for the night. It's about 9 p.m. Normally, actually, I might work on something else, but I've been trying to stop working at 9:30 every night so that I can give myself some like, recovery and rest time and like scrolling time, play a game on my phone. But I got a few more themes started and I think one more done. So I've got a really good start on the book for today and I feel really good about it. And it takes the pressure off of tomorrow because I don't have to be like, I have to get a bunch done. Like I got a chunk done and that's how I like to work. And then in a couple days, I'll be like, okay, Stephanie, you got to get another chunk done. That's just how I kind of batch work. Anyway, it was hard to remember to pick up my camera and vlog. I understand why people get stressed out doing it. Surprise and good morning. It is Sunday and I am taking some of that momentum from yesterday and I'm gonna go to a coffee shop. I'm here and I'm gonna go work on the book. It's rainy, it's gloomy, but it's a good day to do this. I was thinking about it on the car ride over about being a stay-at-home mom and how it's incredibly stifling to be in your house constantly trying to meet the needs of your kids all the time. And I think that's what people forget. Like it's absolutely draining and exhausting to go to work all day and then come home and care for your children. Absolutely. It is also like the weirdest amount of defeating and draining to be in your house 24/7 doing this. Now we've had some busy weekends. I love a good weekend in my house, but it's not super restful when you're a parent. It's a Friday isn't a Friday, right? But we were gone in Chicago for a weekend. We had celebrated Easter with my family, which was a ton of busyness. And so it was nice to be home. But then today I was just like, I'm getting stir crazy. Like I gotta get out of the house. So here I am going to work for a little bit, get as much done in the book as I can, and also prepping for the week because I always feel really good when I do that. So yes, it's going to be a mix of things. I'm gonna try and simultaneously, which I don't recommend having multiple tabs open, but I do it. I can't not do it. I'll like do a few names on a theme. I'll work on the book for a little bit and then I'll switch, because the most frustrating thing is sometimes the Social Security Administration website does not work, right? And so sometimes I get stuck. Like I'm trying to pick my names for this theme about the 60s and it just kept failing on me. So I was like, okay, well, we need to do something else. So I'm gonna work on prepping content for the week, the book, but I'm really excited to just have some quiet time alone out and to get annoyed by the noises of the world so that I'm ready to go home. You know what I mean? I gotta be out here to be annoyed to want to go back to my house so that like I can have a great day with my family the rest of the day. So I'll only be here for about an hour, but you take those chunks of time, you take that energy you have and you work on your book when you can. That is the advice. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Guess what? It's a few days later and your girl has not worked on her book again, so it's time to set up another day, mentally prep, and get ready to like hunker down and work on my book. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please follow along because I'm going to continue sharing about my self-publishing journey and all the things that come along with it, including book cover design, pricing, pre-orders, editing, formatting, all that good stuff. So I'd love for you to hang out and let me know what else you'd want to see. Happy naming!